today's the day that we are going to go do our Moderna shot. I've kind of hesitated about getting the shot. We've been on the list of being able to take it for quite a while, but we live in the middle of the desert, so we are not around, and we're retired, so we're not around a lot of people, so it hasn't really been a concern. We've been taking the precautions, wearing our mask, washing our hands, and doing those kinds of things. But when we went into town the other day, we noticed that maybe 10%, if you're lucky, people were wearing masks, and pretty much precautions were out the door. And so my husband decided that it's time for us to get our shot. One of the big concerns is that I have a really bad reaction to medications. I get nauseous really bad. And so I was kind of worried about that. But when he reminded me that in the military, they shoot us up with all kinds of stuff, and I didn't have a problem with it, and also that it's not really a medication, it's just an immune booster, and so I'm feeling better about that. I'm going to go ahead and eat before I go, because that's one thing that they said that would be helpful, and we'll see what happens.
So I just got back from getting my first COVID shot. I just took in a paper. We made an appointment online, filled out a form, went in there and had it done. And it was really not stressful at all. I just sat, wait for the pharmacist to come and give me a shot. And there were really no precautions. He didn't seem worried about it at all. He did say that some of the side effects is, people that have an immediate reaction to it is what you're really looking for. But we're supposed to sit and wait for 15 minutes, and he said, really, if you don't have an immediate reaction, that there wasn't really anything to worry about. I was worried about the nauseous feeling. The shot was just barely a poke, and I feel fine. I don't even feel any different at all. So doing really good. He did say that sometimes people have a sore arm. I have got none of that. And he said sometimes people say that they are tired, but usually he'll ask them at that point and they're already tired. So not necessarily a side effect. But yeah, so far we're doing good. We go back in 28 days for the second shot, and I'm just going to kind of monitor myself today and see how I do. I asked him if I could take some ginger if I did start feeling nauseous, and he said I could just eat like I normally eat, no problem. So looking good so far.
So this is officially 48 hours after the COVID shot. We got the Moderna, and the first day, towards the evening, my arm started feeling a little bit sore, and then before bed, it was definitely feeling more sore, but there was no nausea, no headaches. My husband and I actually commented about how great we felt, so none of that. And then the next morning, really the arm was the only side effect. You could feel definitely more soreness, not where you couldn't use it. I would recommend making sure that you're doing your COVID on a day where you don't have to go to work, just so you don't have to worry about it. You spend more time thinking about the side effects than you actually feel, or at least for us. I'm sure everybody's different, but the big fear about going in and getting the shot was the side effects. And so this was only the first one, so they do say the second one's supposed to be a little bit worse, but based on that, I wouldn't hesitate to get my shot. So, as far as the arm goes, there's really no bruise or anything like that. The only other thing that might have been in play a little bit was we did feel a little bit more thirsty, a little dehydrated. But all these things are just really kind of part of everyday life anyways. So you can't really say that it was a side effect. The arm was the main thing, but no biggie. So I don't know, if you decide to go get your COVID shot, hopefully this helps you feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Thanks for watching.